Like to see an ad currently grossing more than $1.8 million US on Shopify per month. Instructions, as we would say in a French accent. Please listen carefully. I will say this only once. Please do not pause this video. This video is intended to replicate a real-life full-stack media buying interview that I had in London, England, in the United Kingdom many years ago. Please do not watch this video again until today's live training session. Now, what I'm going to do in a few moments is I'm going to show you this ad that is currently grossing over $1.8 million US on Shopify per month, every single month. There it's been quite consistent for exactly 2.5 seconds. As I said, this is meant to replicate a real life full stack media buying interview that I had in London, England for a company known as Purina, Purina. I'm not going to be showing you an ad from Purina. I'm going to be showing you this particular ad from Shopify. Because as I always say to all of the people in our group, is that success leaves clues. But I was basically put into an interview room and they showed me a storyboard. They had the storyboard there. The storyboard was covered. And then they said, okay, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. And then we turned it around and they showed me the storyboard. And I had 2.5 seconds to take in all of this information that was being presented to me. Okay. Now I had an idea what to expect. This was what I would call my blinkered narrow vision. And as it turned out, I was completely, totally, 100% wrong in what I thought I was going to see. And I'll explain why today in the live training session with Akila B. Davis and myself. Akila, remember, is the career development coach. So she's going to help you to guide you through this process and to make sure then that you're a fully qualified full stack media buyer, both on paper, in other words, on your resume or your CV. Remember, people in different parts of the world will call these different things, but basically your job application. And I'm going to make sure that you've got all of the strategies that you can possibly have from my years in the trenches, okay? In other words, putting out fires for all of these creative agencies from the southeast of England, from Wales, and from Ireland, okay? Also France and UAE, I suppose, as well, and the United States, okay? But primarily they're England. That's where I did most of the work for these creative agencies in the United Kingdom. Right then, so without further ado then, let's get ready to begin. Creative image, heading, subheading, and something else. That's what I thought I was going to be expecting. And this is absolutely right. You know, we can draw different, vertical lines, horizontal lines to fit the different media, of course, for Facebook, for Instagram, for Facebook WhatsApp, for Facebook Messenger, for YouTube, for Google, for TikTok, if you want to become a tickety talker, or for one of the other platforms, okay? But it's essentially, this is what you're going to be seeing. Now, I know because tonight we're going to be joined by a person there with QA experience, and there are a lot of other things that wireframes are normally produced in black and white. So please don't shoot me for this, but I'm trying to get you prepared for what's about to come. Okay. Now, the second screen I'm going to show you has got, let's say, a number of these particular symbols. Now, I'm taking care not to say the name for these symbols because, full disclosure, I didn't know. And that was one of the questions I was asked. Paul, what do you call these symbols there that we're displaying here in front of you? And I thought about everything except the right terminology. So there, if you can see there, we've got the numbers from 1 through to 7. Now, whenever I was first shown this, I didn't have the number 7. So I'm just giving you a heads up for what's about to come, but wait till you see the shock that lies in store for you. So now I'm going to shut up, but I'm only going to shut up for 2.5 seconds. I'm going to show you this ad for 2.5 seconds exactly. So please remember, do not pause the video. Do not watch the video again until today's live training session with Aquila and myself. And get ready. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go. And now here's the big shock. I was then presented with a sheet of paper, and there were 10 of these symbols. Now remember, I didn't know the name for the symbols, so one of the questions that we're going to discuss is, what is the name for these symbols? I called it plectrum, you know, like what you use to play a guitar. I called it, what did I call it? The pointy thingies. I called it everything under the sun except the right, correct terminology, which you need to know as a full stack media buyer. It's very, very, very important, especially when you're talking to the creative director, the person who's responsible for this. Now, I'm going to give you two in advance because this is number 6 is the branding. The client usually provides this. And then I'm going to go through number 7, the clue that this is something that begins with the letter C in the English language. Okay, it is not what you're thinking it is or what I thought it was, full disclosure. And then there are bonus points there because these number 7, 8, 9, 10, they're highlighted in red because they were bonuses. They were not initially asked for. But what I did was, and what I firmly believe as a full stack media buyer, our job is to under promise, but to over deliver. So what I did was there, I gave them back a sheet of paper with 10, count them. Now, they weren't necessarily the right answers, but the fact was that I was thinking, and my brain had managed to consume this in 2.5 seconds. So this is the task that I'm giving to you. Now, I don't expect you, because this was not my first full stack media buying assignment. I think it was number 5 or number 6. So I should have had some of this experience under my belt. So I'm not expecting you to get all 10, but I am expecting you to get quite a few of them, okay? Especially because I showed you that initial screen and I've given you help with 2 out of the 10, okay? Now remember, then, this is always there what we have to say to ourselves. This is what I call the media buyer's creed. I am a full stack media buyer. And the reason why I am so successful, I am more successful, much more successful than 80% of my competition, is simply because I will fill in the blank word, and I will. There are 2 words that I'm looking for here, not one. And when I have finished, ing, so it's the present participle, then I will some. Okay, I want you to fill in those words there because they're very, very, very important. And then we're going to go through this and we're going to break down this ad in today's training session. Okay, so don't be late. Please be at the gate, be at the door, on the Zoom door, a few minutes ahead of schedule. And then you'll get a chance to have a little bit of a chat with myself and Aquila before the live training session begins. Okay, looking forward to seeing you all. And I hope that you all had a lovely Christmas and had a perfect start to this new year. Let's crack it together as full stack media buyers. Okay, see you all later. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now. Bye-bye.